rise to great heights, but maybe can't keep it up for that long. And I think Andre hit the wall and doesn't like the feeling of banging his head against it.
No, he doesn't. Let's think ahead now to the second singles on the first day of this Davis Cup final. Thomas Enquist, a man who hits very hard in straight lines, huh? When I said world #1 at the top of the program, you kind of looked at me in that sort of sly Fleming-like way, like I'm talking complete and utter rubbish. Was that kind of what you were giving me?
Well, no, I would never say that you were talking complete and utter rubbish, okay, but at least not on air. But no, Enquist I don't think has enough variation to his game to be able to become #1 in the world. He is a great indoor court, fast court player. But when confronted with variables like sun and wind and slippery courts, he doesn't adapt as well as a lot of players. And so I don't ever see him becoming #1, but I do think he could challenge for Grand Slam titles, certainly. And
Arno Birch today, we said sort of mercurial and talented. Do you think he'll get this one done, or how do you think it'll work out?
He is a talented player, and he's a guy that I really haven't been able to figure out at all mentally. And
he's one of those guys that's always between 10 or at 10 and sort of 30 in the world, isn't he? Does he could be top 10 talent-wise, but something goes sometimes?
Yeah, I think it's just he's not able to keep up that high level for an extended period of time, and I think for that reason, Enquist has to be the favorite in this match.
Okay, well, let's go over to Malmo and see what the scene is at the moment. I believe that Stefan Edberg will be doing his press conference, probably in the company of his Davis Cup captain Carl Axel Hageskog, and they'll probably be explaining exactly what is going on. Remember, he hurt himself against Cedric Pierlin, so France have taken a 1-0 lead, and if they take a 2-0 lead, it'll take a lot of coming back. We could be heading for a very big Sunday. Whether or not Stefan Edberg will be a part of it, I just don't know. We're going to take this opportunity to take a break. We shall be looking forward to the arrival of Thomas Enquist and Arno Birch on court. That's the second singles on day 1, so we'll see you in a minute for that.
Would you like to speak another language in just 12 weeks? It's easy with Linguaphone. Just follow our simple 3-step technique. You listen, repeat, and you understand. It's easy. 6 million people have started speaking one of 30 languages with us, and you can too with our 14-day no-risk trial. Call 0800 123 300 today, and I will send you a free information pack and demonstration cassette. Linguaphone, it's easy in any language.
Kellogg's have been making cereals for no less than 4 generations since 1922. And we're so proud of what we do, we still put our name on every single box. So remember, if you don't see the Kellogg's name on the box, it isn't Kellogg's in the box.
Every month, thousands are coming back to BT. What is it that they like so much?
I've noticed that the prices have started to drop.
I found the prices were most competitive.
They're considerably lower than they were before.
Before, you had to pay to the nearest unit. Now you pay for what you use.
If you've left us, we want you to come back too, so we've set up a special helpline.
My bills are cheaper than what they were when I was on BT before.
A penny a minute at the weekend is excellent.
The more cuts, the better.
100 minutes on the phone for £1.
He never stops talking.
For full details, call free phone 0800 800 060.
It's day 1 of the Davis Cup final, that historic event. This year, it's France against Sweden, and currently the score is France 1 in the form of Cedric Pierlin. Stefan Edberg lost to him, so 1-0 France over Sweden. It all gives me a chance, while we're waiting for the players of the second match to come on to court, to have a word with Peter Fleming, my studio guest today. Peter, we got a couple of minutes here. Let's talk about something that no one else has addressed in British tennis this year. Let's talk about Tim Henman.
Who?
You played a little football with him last night. Now, what's going on? Tell me about it.
Yeah, he needs to work on attacking the crosses. You know, he's a great shot stopper, but the cross comes in and he doesn't like to mix it up enough. You know, I think he needs to get just a little bit more aggressive.
How tall are you?
6'5".
You should be in goal claiming the crosses, okay?
No, I'd be, help.
It's a wonderful year that he's had. I guess he has become rich and famous this year and has remained for the most part, completely unaffected by the whole thing. I don't think I've ever seen anybody so young and so successful remain so well adjusted to the whole thing. I can't believe how he's handled it.
He's done a remarkable job. I have to hand it to him. It's 2 years ago, if you had predicted that all the success would happen to him and he would have handled it like this, I'd have been shocked and said, you don't know what you're talking about. Surprise, surprise. But no, he's done a great job, and I think that on this evidence, he's going to keep going. He's going to go higher and higher. You know, he has an incredible amount of physical talent.
Yeah, he does.
You know, he has a very slight build. Yeah. So his body is going to take a couple of years to grow into itself. He's going to get a lot stronger over the next 2 years, but his hand feel and talent
it's a joke.
Is beautiful.
Have you played golf with him?
I have not, no, but certainly every sport, when we train over at the LTA, we play all kinds of sports, basketball and hockey and as well as tennis, and he does everything very well, and so he has a natural talent that very few people have, but even more impressive is just the talent that he has up here, and
okay, well, let me put this to you, right? He's 22 years old. Thomas Enquist, who we're about to see, is 22 years of age as well. By the time their careers are over, whenever that may be, who will have gone the highest?
I think that's I think it's a very close question. I think that really only time will tell, because the only thing that's going to well, the only difference between these two guys in the future is who believes they can go higher. I think, and it's strictly intangibles, and I think both of them could go to the very heights of the game and win Grand Slam tournaments, and no one could possibly predict who's going to go that high. We just have to wait and see. And it would be nice to see Tim Henman in a Davis Cup final as well. A good success with Ruzetsky against Egypt recently on #1 court. Okay, so